Let's go ahead and do a double site change. We're gonna start with the Dexcom because she expired. Look at that. That is the Lexcam patch and the Dexcom patch glued together. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's rip her off. Oh Lord. Oh, okay. Got it. All right, let's go ahead and clean the heck out of this. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and clean the other side now because I cleaned the first one. I literally just cleaned the entire span of my arm so that I can make my life easier. We have the Dexcom patch, over patch, and then the Lexcam over patch. Perfection. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep the box to the side and let's start her up. So let's open the G7 app, and I can't wait for it to yell at me. I knew it was because I literally, it was like, start your new sensor, let's go. It's been past the grace period, so I was waiting for it. All right, so I went ahead and I scanned the sensor, and now it's asking me to insert. We'll just pop, lock, and drop it. Literally, that's all it took. Okay. New sensor is inserted, and it's searching for my sensor number. And it's asking for the Bluetooth pair request. We'll go ahead and hit pair, and it is warming up. Now, one thing about being a type 1 diabetic that's hilarious is your Bluetooth. Okay. I had cleared it out recently, but your Bluetooth will be crazy with like different Dexcom numbers. But I'm gonna go ahead and place her in this box, and she is going to stay put somewhere, wherever I decide, until I change it, because in case I have any sort of problem and I need to like get a support request, I just want to have it. This is also going to be very interesting because I'm going to try to do the over patches with you guys. I'm pretty bad at the over patches. I usually, if my girlfriend's here, I'll ask her because she's way better than I. She's actually a nurse. So I feel like she's gotta have some sort of... Okay, I really need a mirror. I'm like not even kidding you. So you just... But I need a mirror. I'm gonna go over it like 5 times just to really make sure it's good. And then we peel off and it stays. I already know that there's bumps. It's fine. We're gonna go ahead and do the same thing with the Lexcam. Ah, she's so cute. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take her off, and I'm gonna go ahead and line her up, because if you guys can't tell, one portion is bigger than the other. I have to use a mirror to line it up, but once I line it up, I'm good. So we're just gonna go ahead and do the same thing. It says 3, I do 5 because why not? Okay, and then we'll go ahead and slowly but surely take it all off and then just give it a nice 3 times over again, and we're good. Now we just have to wait. We just have to wait for the sensor to warm up. So once the sensor warms up, we're good. But let's go ahead and do the pump site in the meantime. So I'm just gonna show y'all here. We're gonna rip her off. She was so close to coming off anyway. So what do I know? I'm gonna go ahead and just clean that spot up because a little bit of insulin came out. And I just wanna make sure that, you know, I clean the spot up that I literally just like tore open. Let's go ahead and take care of changing the pump site. So I'm gonna go in here and change cartridge and tubing. I'm gonna go ahead and let it rewind. I feel like doing it in the bathroom is unsanitary, but also sanitary at the same time, and people that get it, get it. Maybe it's just me that I'm like, this doesn't feel sanitary, but at the same time, I just cleaned my bathroom, so I'm hoping it's fine. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't know if that insulin's gonna cut it. So I'm gonna go get another vial. No, maybe it will cut it actually. Let me just try it. I'm gonna go ahead and take the vial protector off because I'll go ahead and put it on the next one. So let's go ahead and try. So I need my syringe. So we will open the syringe. And I'm gonna go ahead and actually just move my trash can over here. The thing is though, is it won't stay open because it's one of those like step lids. So I literally just took the lid out. Okay, next step is we're gonna grab the needle and we're gonna put the needle and syringe together. Beautiful. And then we're gonna go ahead and take out the vial. I'm gonna go ahead and set her on a hard surface. Very important. And then this is what connects the vial to the tubing, this little connector. So we're also gonna take off the red tape and the bottom of the infusion set, just so I can kind of have everything organized. So it's ready for the next step. So we'll go ahead and unlock it, which it's literally turning it from the screen outwards, and we will discard of that. Next step is the insulin. So I just uncapped the needle like a dumbass, but I placed it on top of the needle cap because this is not a new vial. I'm trying my best to learn. I was about to do the top of the cartridge until I realized it literally just like came in a package, so that's sterile. Anyway, all right, so we're gonna go ahead and just take out the air from, oh my God. We're gonna go ahead and take out the air from the cartridge. And this was a tip that was commented on the last one. So thank you for that tip because I genuinely forgot. And then we're gonna put about 180 units of air into my insulin Lispro. And then flip it around. And let's see if we can get what we need out of this vial. Or, I knew it. I knew I would have to get another freaking vial. I knew it. I knew it. And I really didn't want to. Okay, please hold. Okay, I'm gonna do something a little bit different, but just because I don't want to mix my bottle that's been out for so long versus the bottle that's been in the fridge, what I'm gonna go ahead and do is load up what I have in the syringe and put it in my cartridge and then kind of go from there. It actually got me quite far, but I think I need another, I really want to say another like 50 or so units, because look at her. So what I'm gonna do is pull out about 50 units from here, put it into here, and then whatever's left over, I'll just like not put it back into the new one. I'll just kind of put it into the old one. But I have a feeling that's about 50 units that I'm missing. I could be wrong, but we're gonna go with it. So I'm just like cleaning it out. Not really. Guys, I don't really know what to do when you like switch vials, because it's just so, like, nobody really, I don't want to say nobody talks about it, because it's like not what I'm going for, but it's just like, it's not really known what to do. By the way, tidbit for anyone who isn't a diabetic, because if you are, you probably already know this. If you grab a vial from the fridge, take your hands and just do this. Really close together, like 30 seconds to a minute, and it warms it up real good. Anyway, I think that should be good to go. I feel like I'm wasting so much insulin by doing this, but at the same time, it is what it is. Oh, I might have been so close. I definitely probably wasted a good like 30 units, but I genuinely tried. It's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and recap the needle in the worst way. My girlfriend would yell at me if she was here. We're gonna go ahead and take our new vial, put it in a vial protector. That way I know which one's opened, which one's ready to go. And if I take it out and it lands on a hard surface, I'm okay because I have a vial protector. I'm gonna take another alcohol swab, and I'm gonna do my leg again, just because I feel like my leg is just the perfect spot right now for what I want to do, which is run around, tan, whatever. I'm fine with it being on my thigh versus anything else. So we're gonna go ahead and take the inset out. I'm gonna go ahead and lock in the little connector. We're gonna drop in the cartridge, and then to lock it, we're just gonna set the little wing, if you will, sideways, push down all the way. Once it's flush, you can then turn it like a turnkey almost to have the wing towards the screen. Then I'm gonna go ahead and just unlock, and we're gonna go ahead and go to fill tubing, and I'm gonna fill the tubing, and I'm gonna have the cartridge upright so that all the air bubbles go out. And of course it locked quickly. All right, we're gonna go ahead and press and hold until I see bubbles. I knew I fucked this one up. Ugh. Okay, I waited for a couple of clear bubbles to come out because the first bubble that came out was literally like not pretty. I am not your girl to fill up a cartridge. I should be having my girlfriend do it the whole time. I took off the little cap, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and take off the tape. You have to do it in such a way that like you don't offset the that you don't offset the sight from the ejector, I guess we can call it. So I'm gonna go ahead and take everything, place it exactly where I want it on my thigh. I think I'm gonna do more inner this time because I've done outer a couple times, so let's try this. I'm hoping it's not a muscle. Let's pray together. Okay. I think she will be okay. Look. That is what, ooh, that needle is what goes in my skin for like a solid millisecond. All right, cap her up, and we've got a new site right here. I think I did pretty good. And then we're gonna go ahead and I ejected 10.7 units, which is awful. If you know that this cartridge does not hold shit, like, I'm serious. So do you see drops? Yes. Do you also need to insert a new infusion set? Yes. Insert infusion set. Next, and fill the 6mm Teflon. Resuming insulin delivery. Perfect. We're all good, all set. I feel so much better, and now we can go eat something. But I kind of wanted to show you my organization and my diabetes cart. So I got this off of Amazon. It's a utility cart, and each drawer has a specific purpose, if not multiple. So the top drawer is all of my pump sites, and then when I get new shipments, I kind of just stack them like this. And there's usually a lot more, but as you can see, I am due for a new shipment somewhat soon, probably in like a month, if I'm being honest. And then the next one, I have cute little organizers that I got from the at-home store. We have our little syringes, and then we have the iLet cartridges. And then I don't know why I chose to like take it out instead of like show you guys differently. It's beyond me. I could have done ASMR with this, but I chose not to. I have my little iLet connectors, the needles for the syringes. I have literally one left, so I need more. My Dexcom patches for my Dexcom G7. I have an old Freestyle Libre and a little finger pricker. I do have like an actual blood sugar meter and little kit that I bring with me everywhere. The Libre is just, it's old news for me. I know that a lot of people are probably on it still, but for me, I switched to the Dexcom because I'm on a pump and it made the most sense. Anyway, next we have alcohol pads, a thermometer, the little clips that go on when you're like swimming or showering or bathing or whatever. Any extra tubings, you know, when you lose a pump site, what a warrior, and you have to change just the site, so you, I don't know, I keep the tubing sometimes just in case. This is the clip for the iLet. I've never used it. I just kind of shove it in my leggings if I don't have pockets. I've got a bunch of vial protectors. Okay, fun fact, I bought the vial protectors, right, because I thought they were so cute. And it was like rainbow, tie-dye, whatever. So I bought a set, and then my mom sends me a set because she thought it was cute and she thought of me, and I was like, I'm not gonna tell her I have the same exact set. So now I have double the vial protectors, double the fun. Maybe one of these days I will, maybe I'll like raffle some off and like ship them to you guys, because I don't need that many vial protectors, like, and they're so cute and so great. Like, I think you need a maximum of 2 vial protectors at a time. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. Anyway, next we have a bunch of pen needle caps that I no longer use, along with lancets. I have my Dexcom patches. If I ever have extras, I put them here. And then vialsafe.com actually sent me, always use protection. I thought that was cute. And then this one is from Skin Grip. It says Dio Badass. I have 2 of those actually. I used to use Skin Grip a lot, but they unfortunately irritate my skin. So has Dexcom lately, so I really don't know. I think I'm just allergic to adhesives in general, so I'm like SOL. But I must say, this has not been as bad as other, like, I usually like itch the heck out of my arm or wherever my patches are. Dexcom is the least itchy. I will say it still happens, but it happens a lot less often. So that's what I'm trying to tell myself. And then the bottom drawer here is a bunch of insulin syringes. There's also ketone strips and an almost expired Baqsimi. I almost said Basquimi, which is like glucagon, essentially, but, you know, new age glucagon. And then any opened syringes go in here. So I'll open a pack at a time. I like to keep them in the packs usually just because I feel like it's a lot easier. I had to get syringes because my tandem pump had failed before I got the iLet. So I had to switch to shots for a while because I was on the vials. And then the syringes, I was on the pens as well for the Tresiba. So I did Tresiba, pens, and then the Humalog or insulin Lispro with needles. So that's why I have like so many supplies. I've also been diabetic for 15 years. Like, I feel like I don't get rid of stuff, but I kind of do, if that makes sense. This is, I'm gonna like hold it up, but this is my medications. Literally has a variety of everything. Like, I have vitamin B12, vitamin D3, a multivitamin, my thyroid medication, allergy medication, ibuprofen, what else is in here? More allergy medication, motion sickness medication, you name it. Okay, I don't seriously have that much, but yeah, it all gets stored there. Okay, so fun fact, my SD card finally reached its memory maximum, and so I had to format a new SD card and get that one going so that I can still import my files, and then I'll have to format that SD card and use that one again because that one has like 128 gigs of storage. So I don't want to stick with the 32s all the time. But anyway, I was in the middle of recording when that happened, and I thought I could record in less than 7 minutes, but I guess not because I talk too much. So the next drawer has Baqsimi. It has 2 empty things that I have no idea what to do with yet. My Dexcom G7s. And it also has an old tandem pump, which is technically an Android charger. And I also have the tandem pump sitting over there because I used it to record a TikTok. But essentially, yeah, that's just like a throw together drawer, if you will. Another throw together drawer. Oh, here's the tandem pump. I don't know why it was in there. I must have just threw it in there. So this one has more needles, more alcohol swabs, and the Beta Bionic iLet pancreas system guide. So I have literally everything in here that I could possibly need. However, I don't know when this happened, but I have her. She's broken. So I try to put whatever I don't use in here in the bottom because I used to have it up here and it was a disaster. So I used to have this drawer up here and this drawer down there, but because I was always constantly opening and closing this drawer, it made sense to have the broken one be the one that's not opened often. Anywho, That is all. That is my tour of my utility cart. Right now up top here is stuff that I'm going to pack for ACL and then like random stuff. And then my girlfriend is going to build a like thing for me to place my TV on, because my TV is literally this much too big for the dresser. Which it's her dresser and my TV, so we didn't know until we combined our stuff. But right now my girlfriend took apart a bookcase that we were going to throw away, and she just hinged together 2 bookcase sides, and it's sitting on top of the dresser so that the TV can sit on top of that. But she wants to build, so I'm gonna think it's gonna be interesting, because she's gonna make it like a box, and then underneath you can put like the PS5. So that's her goal. So I can't wait for her to build that, but I know it's gonna take some time, but I'm still really excited. Anyway, that is my little tour of my utility cart. Thank you for watching. I love you. Bye. I realized in my last video you could see the toilet in the background as I was trying to show y'all my utility cart, and I was like, how unattractive is that? But you know what? I am an everyday human being. I'm not like this huge vlogger, TikToker, social media influencer or anything like that. Like, I'm literally just a normal human being. I don't have a dedicated space to record. Like, I have an office, but like the office is like my office, right? And it's also dog storage, and it's also my girlfriend's file storage, and it's also my diabetes storage, my random stuff storage, the vacuum's still in here, my Pilates reformer. Like, it's just like a multi-purpose room, right? So I feel like, I don't want to say it's normal, but like, this happens to be the master bedroom, right? So like the bathroom's attached. Yeah, I don't know. I was just like, oop, that's a little embarrassing, but at the same time, like, we all have bathrooms. So I don't know why I care about image in that way. I want to talk about being a type 1 diabetic a little bit, and give you guys a little insight. So if you are a type 1 diabetic, welcome. Hi, I'm so glad you're watching. If you're not, thank you for tuning in and listening and learning about diabetes, because obviously I don't know who watches, you know, these videos, how it comes up, if it was like, what's the word? If like the video was like advertised to you somehow from a hashtag or whatever. So it means a lot that you're taking the time to like watch this video. I have done a couple of type 1 diabetes vlogs already, and I've done 2 podcast episodes on type 1 diabetes and just the life of, oh my god, guys, a cat. Can you see her? Hold on. Must get cat. Hello, kitty kitty. Wait, come back. Ah! I want to love you. Oh my god, is he going on somebody's balcony? Is that how we got on our balcony? Kitty! I don't know how to call it when I don't have the window open. Kitty! Oh my god. Okay, wait. I need to zoom. I need to zoom back out. Oh my god, guys. Sorry. Okay, this cat literally lives in our neighborhood, right? And this cat, I swear, there's like a family of them. And literally yesterday, I went to go outside to check if anyone was in the dog park so I could let Sadie out, right? And I decide to open the door, and Sadie runs outside, and I'm like, Sadie, what are you doing? freaking the cat is like in the corner creeping towards the door, and I'm like, I can't let this cat inside. I don't know. It's a feral cat. And I don't have beef with cats. I do love them. But I have 2 dogs, so that doesn't add up. A feral cat and 2 dogs that are like homegrown, and that one of them is a beagle. Whew, girl. Let's just say I was freaking out because I was like, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't want to hurt it. I just want to scare it. And thankfully, we have someone that comes and cleans, and we're I don't want to say like we're tight, but like we're cool, right? So I was like, please, like, can you like help me? And she's like, are you scared of cats? I'm like, no, not normally, but like, it's a feral cat. Like, I don't know what it's gonna do. It's freaking hissing at Sadie. It's probably trying to protect itself because, of course, Sadie is a freaking beagle. But like, oh my God. Anyway, that's ADHD at its finest. So to talk about diabetes and being a type 1 diabetic, I've done it quite a few times on YouTube, but in case you don't want to watch back any of those videos or my podcasts, I'm just going to say it here. And I feel like, you know, not everyone watches like every video you put out, so I feel like it's important for me to keep advocating as a diabetic for like my community of people. So I was diagnosed at the age of 11. I have a feeling that the cat was spotted by the dogs. I was diagnosed at the age of 11, and I had lost 15 pounds. And at the age of 11, 15 pounds, especially being a kid that like is a dancer and like goes to like several dance classes, like I probably had 6 or so different dance classes at the time, and I'm like eating Wendy's, McDonald's, I'm, you know, on the go, you know, I don't want to say like I'm eating fast food all the time, but like, you know, I'm eating. It's not like I'm not eating and I'm starving myself. Like, I am eating as much as possible. I'm drinking water as much as possible. I don't want to say I had the best diet, but also that it is not related to my diagnosis. Like, I think we're at the point where I hope at least that type 1 diabetes and type 2 diabetes can be separated, and that type 1 diabetes has nothing really to do with the foods you eat, and it's diagnosed from an immune response from your immune system. So I hope that that's clear, but I know that not everybody knows that, so just a little tidbit, if you will. So I had lost 15 pounds, and like I said, me dancing, eating, being a normal kid, my mom was like, what is going on? I lived in Florida at the time, so my mom and I were at the pool, and it was like January, I want to say. January in Florida, it's normal. It was Southwest Florida at that too. So it's like, it's normal to be outside, like the pools are heated, stuff like that. And if they're not, it's hot enough. And my bathing suit was hanging off of me. And of course my mom's concerned because like, how am I skin and bones? Like, yes, I'm a dancer, but she knows me. She knows I'm a foodie. I love food, right? I'm just a kid. She knows that I'm eating. Like, it had nothing to do with me starving myself or harming myself in any way, shape, or form. It was literally something causing me to lose weight. And like, so my mom is obviously like, okay, something is wrong. And she's Googling all these symptoms, and she's getting really worried because hypo and hyperthyroidism does run in the family, but diabetes does not. So she's thinking maybe it has to do with, maybe I have hyperthyroid. Well, she wants me to get tested regardless, so we end up going to, I'm assuming my PCP at the time. It's hard for me to remember, but I want to say It was like one of those like emergent appointments with my pediatrician, like we need in ASAP. And my mom picks me up, we go to the appointment, she drops me off after the appointment, and I don't really remember the appointment at all. What I do remember is they got the test results back, and my mom called me and she said that she's coming to pick me up again and that we have to go to the hospital because I have diabetes. And I bawled my eyes out. Like, I want to cry right now thinking about it. And my parents are divorced at this time, if you can't catch the grip. So obviously, like, my dad, my brother, like, they're all going to the hospital just at separate times, I want to say. And I do remember that this was one of the first times since my parents divorced that they were in a room together. And it was kind of nice because they came together for me. Now, obviously, I don't have a relationship with my dad now. That is a whole different story. Probably for another day, probably not. But my brother was there, and I think I've said this in a couple of my videos before, but he had said that he wished he had diabetes so that I wouldn't have to go through it. And to this day, that is a testament of that man. That is my brother, like the best person in the world. Someone I will look up to all day, every day. And I am so thankful to just know him. And I don't talk to him all the time, no. I don't really talk to anyone most of the time because I'm very much a self-isolating person and I don't like bothering people. I actually found out today that that my endo is upping my thyroid prescription. I have been on 50 mcgs since I was diagnosed with diabetes in 2009. It is 2024. I'm moving up to 75 mcgs, and that is because I guess my thyroid levels were off. And, you know, she's asking me, like, are you religious with your thyroid medication? I'm like, yeah, like, I take it every day. I usually wait 30 minutes before I have, like, coffee or anything like that. And then I usually wait 4 hours before I take any vitamins, you know? And it's just like, I've been feeling it lately. I've been tired. I've been drowsy. I've been like lacking so much energy and so much drive. And it's like any amount of sleep I get is not enough. And, you know, she was like, yeah, I can definitely tell it's off. And I told her, I was like, I'm pretty sure I met with my PCP like a couple of months prior, and they said that my vitamin D3 level was off. So like I got vitamin D3, and I just feel like it's a never ending battle. Like I don't get enough vitamins in my system somehow, and I don't have the energy and enough to keep me going. So it was nice to hear that I'm not crazy and I'm like not, it was nice to know that me having a lack of energy stemmed from something. Like if it would have not stemmed from something, I would just feel like lazy. And like I hate the feeling of like being lazy or even being portrayed as lazy because I try so hard every single day. Like I don't want to be lazy, and I can't relax, and it stems from multiple problems, I suppose. But anyway, that is not the point of this video. So I would say that if you're a type 1 diabetic, definitely keep up with your blood work, check in with your endo, and figure out like how your levels are with everything. Make sure you're getting enough vitamins. Make sure if you have thyroid problems, that's getting taken care of too. Also, my sugar is 120 and dropping. What a lovely time. But I've been on the Beta Bionics iLet for about 3 months now. Oh, it's 106 and dropping. Okay, I'm clearly going to have some food after this. But I've been on the Beta Bionics iLet for about 3 months now, and it is one of my favorite things. And I think I like it because it does a lot of the guesswork for me. And today, my A1C had dropped from 7.4 to 6.7 or something like that. I should have paid more attention. I honestly, it dropped, and she noticed that my time in range had also gone up. I'm still experiencing some highs and some lows. However, that could be due to me guessing wrong. That could be due to me not getting enough insulin. Like, we're not 100% sure. So they put my endo put my target range lower. And she said, if you're starting to experience more lows, let me know. We'll figure out what the trends are. But she's honestly my favorite endo that I've had since diagnosis. And the reason for that is I just feel like it's really easy to talk to her, and I feel like she kind of understands. I don't want to necessarily say that she understands burnout because I know she's not a diabetic, but I can say that, like, if I'm doing well, she's happy about it, and if I'm doing bad, I don't feel like she's, like, gonna, like, kill me. Like, she's just like, what's going on? Like, she's very understanding as a person. And obviously you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink, type of thing, right? So it's funny because my boss said that and it just, like, came out of my mouth. But the reason I say that is because it's hard being a diabetic, and a diabetic of 15 years, like, I am burnt out. I have to take care of myself religiously every single day of my life. And if I don't, I feel crappy. And sometimes if I do, I still feel crappy because of reasons out of my control. Whether I am sleeping and my pump site falls off in the middle of the night and I don't wake up. Like, there's so many different reasons. But it just feels like I feel so defeated a lot of the time. And I feel like only people with chronic illnesses really understand that feeling. So it's just frustrating because I want to feel better. I want to feel energized, but I also need to take all of the steps that require that. So taking my medication, working out, getting sunlight, taking my vitamins, whatever. Like, there's so many different things that I need to do to stay on top of my health that it's like, on top of my diabetes and on top of taking care of that, I have to do other things. And it's like, I don't know how people live sometimes because I'm freaking exhausted. Like, how are y'all doing, But with that being said, I want to start a support group chat. I'm thinking Snapchat versus, like, phone numbers because it's, like, social media based and it still protects some of your privacy. But I really want to do, like, a support group chat. And right now, like, I don't have the means to make an app, right? I don't really have, like, it would be cool if I could, like, create an app where, like, diabetics get to, like, just talk to each other and have, like, these different forums. And I know that they exist. I know that there's Facebook groups. I know that there's apps. I know that they exist, right? I guess what I would want is people my age and people that get it. I don't know. I guess what I'm looking for is, like, a group of people who just get it and who want to, like, support each other and, like, have people that can, like, vent and rant about stupid diabetes things and just not feel judged because we're not perfect. We're human beings. Like, sometimes we're going to mess up. Sometimes there's going to be things that are out of our control that, like, make things worse for our diabetes. And like, I don't want to feel judged for it, you know? I don't want like this perfect diabetic to like come in and be like, you're doing this, this, and that wrong. Like, you should be on this type of diet and doing this type of thing. Like, come on, please. Like, I'm tired. I'm so tired. I don't know. I feel like I've ranted enough. This video is literally like 20 minutes long, and I'm definitely gonna have to cut it down. But I just wanted to, I guess, hop on here and talk with you guys about it, because I feel like, I don't know, like maybe there are people that are interested in a support group chat, and we can like all get together and just like talk and maybe even be friends from it or something. I just feel like it would be nice. I want people who understand me and I can understand them on like a level that like nobody else can. Also, one last thing before I go, I want to talk about what high blood sugars can do to a person. So I am 27 years old, and I have, or had, I'm not 100% sure, bleeding behind my eyes, in my retinas. And the starts of what it looks like, if not already, diabetic retinopathy. And no, my legs are not cut off, and I didn't lose, you know, my liver or an arm or a toe or a finger or whatever. But my eyesight is getting really poor, and I know that it gets worse before it gets better. But I think it's important, because I did not listen to my mom when she told me about an old manager of hers that was diabetic and had a lot of health issues because he didn't take care of himself. I didn't listen. I was depressed. I was literally like suicidal depressed and did not take care of myself. And now I am paying for it when I want to live the most. And it sucks, because I feel like I want to live, and I feel more and more defeated every day when I am having a panic attack or an anxiety attack because I'm having trouble seeing with or without glasses. So I just feel like I kind of wanted to also talk about that, because some people don't take it seriously, and you know, some people do, but some people don't care. Like me, I didn't care because I didn't want to live. And now that I do, I almost regret not taking care of myself. And there's obviously nothing I could have really done to stop from being depressed other than advocate for myself, because I wasn't at the age to make my own decisions. My mom has always been supportive of me going to therapy, taking medications, you know, doing what I need to do to take care of my mental health. However, I just feel like I wish like I could have like woken myself up and shake myself and be like, Marissa, like, if you don't take care of yourself, you're going to lose your eyesight. Like, just something real that like would scare me into taking care of myself, because I feel like you hear the horrors, but you don't understand until you experience it. And maybe that's just me. Maybe other people do actually take, you know, the things that they hear about these diabetics not taking care of themselves really cautiously. And, like, good for you if you do, because that's amazing. However, 10 years ago, I didn't give a fuck about my life. And I said, you know what? F this. I don't want to do diabetes today. And I'm paying for it. And I just, like, I want y'all to know, like, if you're watching this and you are a diabetic, I hope you start taking care of yourself now if you're not. And if you are, I am so proud of you. Even if you're not taking care of yourself, I am so proud of you. You are going to get through it. It sucks, but, like, I am here for you. if nobody else is. Like, if you need a support system, I've got you. Because you know what? Sometimes I feel that way too. Sometimes I feel like I don't have a support system. I don't want to say it like that, because I do have a support system. I have loved ones. They just don't understand diabetes the way that I do, because I live it every single day. So if you don't have a support system that truly gets it, that lives it, like, I will be your diabetic friend. Like, I am here for you. I'm corny, but I digress. I thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much. And I will see you next week.